The 5 hours that hostage situation in Chesapeake is over, and police say everyone involved is safe and alive.
And this is the second hostage situation in the city in 3 days. It began around 3 this morning on Rogers Street in the South Norfolk area of Chesapeake, and that's where we find 10 of your side's Katie Collette. Katie, so glad to hear that this has come to a somewhat peaceful end.
Yeah, Carrie, that is definitely the good news here. You can take a look at the home. This is where it all happened, at the intersection of Rogers Street and Guerrero Street. The 7 people who live on the bottom floor of this home were taken hostage this morning. One of the hostages, Charles Jefferson, tells us the man who broke in is the boyfriend of the woman who lives in the home. Now let's break this down for you. Jefferson, his wife, and their 3 kids live in the home. Their friend, who is a woman, and her child also live in the home with them. Now police say around 3 this morning they got a call of a possible domestic situation here on Rogers Street. When they arrived, they called the apartment, but no one answered. And because of that, and because of the earlier 911 call, the SWAT team and negotiators were called. Meanwhile, police evacuated the 2 apartments upstairs. Jefferson says the man who took his family and friends hostage is named John. Investigators tell us this all had something to do with the breakup. Jefferson says he didn't even know until about 2 hours after John was in his home that something was wrong.
She woke us up and let us know a little bit about what was going on. The man was threatening, not to us, but to himself. He didn't know, he couldn't live without her, and that he was going to do things. And then all we know is she just told us to get out the best way we can.
Now, shortly after 7 this morning, Charles Jefferson and his family were released. His roommate's child was also released at that time. Then police say just before 8, the suspect released the final hostage and he was taken into custody. Now, we're still working to learn the suspect's name and what charges he may face. Also, right now, it's still not clear if he had a weapon of any kind during this hostage situation. Of course, we're still working to get all of that information for you, and we'll pass those details along to you on Wavy News 10 beginning at 5. Live in Chesapeake, Katie Collette.